Bago tayo umusad mga kabombo sa iba pang malalaking balita ngayong araw po na ito, kapiling natin sa ating linya ng komunikasyon. Ito na yung ating uling pagkakadaupang palad sa Himpapawid. Makakapiling uli natin ang isa ho sa may malaking ginampanan ng corona trial, Attorney Jose Jude Roy III, former Defense Counsel, former Chief Justice Renato Corona. Ano? At welcome back sa Bombo Radio Philippines, si Bombo Dennis Hamito Pumulito. And together with me si Bombo Jaira Hangayo. Kumusta ho kayo? At konting flashback siguro, no? Dahil para magkaroon tayo muli ng kumbaga backgrounder doon po sa nangyaring corona trial at maihambing natin sa nalalapit na Duterte trial naman. Lalo't marami yung interesado ho na malaman kung ano yung mga pangyayari noon na po pwedeng may apply muli ngayon. Paano ho ba maging katrabaho ang isang brilliant impeachment o sa isang impeachment trial katulad ni Justice Serafin Cuevas? Uy, malapit na pala itong birthday ni pumanaw na Justice Cuevas. So, a little background. Attorney Roy, please go ahead.
Alam mo si Justice Cuevas, God rest his soul, no? Nung tumatakbo na yung impeachment, parang ama namin yan. Siyempre, he was much more senior and much more experienced than all of us put together. Mm. So, pagdating niyan dun sa impeachment venue, meron kaming lugar dun sa sa Senado. Parang pag-uwi ng ama mo, lahat nagtitipon at kakausapin siya. Saan magtatanong ngayon siya, ano bang i-achieve natin today? What do we need to do today? What is going to happen in court today? So we had to brief him, di ba? Justice, ito, ganyan ang kailangan natin gawin, ito, ganyan ang mga pag-uusapan. Yes, oh. Alam niya lahat yun in advance. Alam niya na yun kasi napag-usapan na lahat yun eh. Pero siyempre, for the day itself, no, we have to prepare him. Tapos sasabihin niya na, ikaw, you handle this. Ikaw, you handle that. Ina-assign niya sa amin. Ikaw, Jad, ikaw ang bahala dito. Ikaw, Dennis, etc. Tranquil, whatever. Di ba? So, that is how we work with Justice Cuevas. At saka si Justice, very firm yung kanyang leadership. Hmm. Ako ang katabi niya parati doon sa upuan eh. Kaya tignan mo yung mga video eh. Malimit ako yung katabi eh. Pag nagkaroon ng bulilyaso doon, if there's any little problem or any glitch, di ba? Matulis na siko yung inaabot ko doon. Sinisiko ko, ano ba kasi syempre, it's a very high pressure situation. Tensionado yung mga tao. Kami nag-iingat dahil ang kapakanan ng Chief Justice yung nakasalang sa amin. The welfare and the safety of the Chief Justice was in our hands. Kaya very tense and very, very cautious kami. No? For Justice Cuevas and I especially, it was quite personal. Siyempre si Justice galing sa Supreme Court. I also started my career in the Supreme Court. So that case was a battle of philosophy for Justice Cuevas and myself. No? Very important sa amin na ang point of view namin is we were defending the independence of the judiciary and the Chief Justice.
Ayun. Dito, ngayon naman yung current situation, mukhang sa Senado naman ho, madalas may mga bangayan. Pero kayo ba noon sa defense team, meron din ba kayong kahit pa paano, nababanggit nyo, nasisiko-siko kayo ni Justice Cuevas. Pero mukhang napapansin namin that time, taong 2012, mukhang mas madalas nagtatawanan kayo. Pero nagkaroon din ba kayo ng bangayan? O kaya among yourselves, nagkakaroon ba kayo ng debate, mga argumento, palitan ng kuro-kuro dyan sa defense team, Attorney Roy?
Yes, that is to be expected. And if that does not happen, there is something wrong. The whole idea behind having a team is so that you can have an exchange of ideas to support or to correct or to supplement the concept or the theory or whatever is on the table. Yan po ang kahalagahan ng na nagtitipon ng isang team, no? Magpapalitan po kayo ng opinyon, pansinan, sinisilip yung mga iba't ibang plano, nakakatulong, binabawasan, nag-a-adjust tayo dahil may napupuna yung iba and so forth. Pero ang kailangan sigurong maintindihan nyo, never po yan naging personal. Parati po yang professional, kasi ang commitment level namin was very high, no? Malinaw na malinaw sa amin kung ano ang kailangan gawin at ano yung nakasalalay. What was at stake was clear to us. As all lawyers, and many of us were in the academe, including myself, the others went on to join the academe later. Uh, Very important yung protection ng Supreme Court. This was sensitive, a very sensitive issue. Maselan yan, and kami talagang naapektuhan dahil lahat kami supporters ng korte, no? Not even just of Chief Justice Corona, but of the Supreme Court in general. Hindi katanggap-tanggap na basta na lang pinaila ng impeachment case ang Chief Justice.
Okay, ang akin pong katandim dito si Bombo Jaira, may ilang punto rin na gusto pong maitanong sa inyo. Bombo Jai, with your questions.
Okay, Attorney, how long dapat ba itagal itong impeachment trial? Marami ba yung mga nangangamba na ma-weaponize ito lalo't papalapit na ang 2028 elections?
That is one of the reasons why it is a unique and sui generis proceeding. Ito isang dahilan kung bakit ito ay tinatawag na sui generis. Kasi may malakas na political element yan. There is a strong political element because by definition, the impeachment always involves a political character. Political players parati yan. The court will also give you a timetable. That's what the House prosecution, I think, I saw an interview where they want to set yung pre-trial conference, no? And this will be actually in the nature of a scheduling of the trial para maging orderly. How many witnesses will you present, etc. This is not a joke. During our time, I prepared about 80% of all the documents. 80%. The file in the Corona case is 8 feet long. Hindi na namin pinatatayo, natutumba lang eh. Ganun po kadami ang dokumento dyan. And every time you prepare one, you have to make 26 or 27 copies. Each senator gets one. Meron pa yung secretariat, meron pang extra and so forth. So you can imagine, pag nagpadala ka ng 50-page document, that's over 1,000 pages easily. Just yung yung oras lang na kung aasahan mo na babasahin yun. Kung bibigyan mo lang sila ng oras na basahin yun, matagal yun. That's why everybody in an impeachment case is working round the clock. Halos wala akong tulog noon, very little, every day. And then Thursdays, tatapos, break, see you Monday. So, nagbigay na rin ng schedule ngayon ng court, ang impeachment court, yan, yung daily schedule. Yes, it can go on for a long time. Yes, it can be weaponized. You have to expect all those things. Talagang kailangan handa ka para sa mga bagay na yan. Maraming mga hindi inaasahang nagaganap sa impeachment.
So ano yung bintahe ng mayroong lawyer at non-lawyer na presiding officer, Attorney?
Meron there are advantages to having lawyers, of course, no? Kasi yung reaction time nila sa motions on the floor and on the fly, ibig sabihin nun yung mismo dun sa punto na yun, na pagsagot nila sa mga motion o kung ano man ang lumabas dun sa trial, mabilis. At bilang mga abogado, mas mabilis nilang maintindihan kung anong nararapat, what is proper, no? Kung anong mas mabuting gawing desisyon, no? Now, you remember, kung naalala mo, nung panahon ni Senate President Enrile, di ba? Many times, nagro-ruling siya. At yung court sumusunod na lang. Hindi na dinidebate yung mga ruling. Now, ang fear ko, pag non-lawyer ang Senate President at mag-issue siya ng ruling which he thinks na tama or should be the right thing, baka tumayo yung ibang abogado na senador at makipagdebate sa kanya kung tama ba ito or what, di ba? Siyempre, we have already seen na yung composition ng Senado, meron talagang kanya-kanyang kinikilingan yan. Yung iba deklarado naman, di ba? They're very open about their preferences.
Okay, thank you so much. Bombo Dennis.
Okay. Siguro ano na lamang ho yung inyong panawagan lalo na dun sa mga tinaguriang main players nitong Duterte impeachment na posible magsimula na raw sa July. Please go ahead po, Attorney Roy.
I think there's an important thing that I have to share. No? Yung impeachment litigation is a high-stakes game. Malaki pong nakataya dyan. Yung personal niyong kapalaran nakataya dyan. Not because of winning or losing. Halimbawa, dun sa kaso ni Corona, after he was convicted, pinailan siya ng kaso. Okay? Sa Sandigan Bayan, etc. And it was only many years later na inacquit siya ng Supreme Court at sinabi siya ay walang sala at binalik sa kanya yung kanyang retirement. Hindi lang si Corona ang kinasuhan, ako rin kinasuhan. And I had to fight my way dahil ako'y napag-initan. So yan, it's a very personal, it can be a very personal experience. It is not a joke. So I hope yung mga viewers natin who take an interest will realize yung seriousness kung gaano ka importante at yung mga nag-a-appear dyan, tinataya nila yung kanilang reputasyon, nakataya yan. It's very costly, napakamahal, napakagastos sa personal niyong kapakanan ang lumaban dyan sa impeachment. So sana yung ating mga kababayan will take it seriously. Minsan meron tayong tendency na maging kengkoy, na katawa-tawa, naghahanap tayo ng mga pampatawa. Alam mo naman yung Pilipino, isa yan ng ating traits no, as a people. Pero ito is serious business kasi yung mga taong nakasalang doon, lahat ng lahat ng kapalaran na nakataya dyan, lalo na yung halimbawa yung defendant si VP, malaki yung nakasalang. As it were. I just wanted to put that out para sana ma-appreciate ng mga kababayan natin na ito'y hindi sa lamang palabas or pakita. Talagang mabigat po ang suliranin na yan.
Okay, with that, maraming salamat po, Attorney Roy, sa mga butil ng impormasyon na ibahagi po ninyo sa ating mga kabombo at mga ka-Star Nation. Mga kabombo at mga ka-Star Nation, nakausap po natin si Attorney Jose Judroy III, former Defense Counsel ni former Chief Justice Renato Corona. At yan, ikaugnay ho ng nalalapit na impeachment naman ngayon at magkaroon tayo ng mga ideya hinggil ho dun sa mga naganap dati sa impeachment trial.
For the most trusted source of news and information, visit our website at www.bomboradio.com. Follow us on Bombo Radio mobile app, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and X, formerly Twitter. Like, share, and stay connected. Anytime, anywhere.